Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. I'm going to be speaking a little bit about Canadian real estate today and what's going on in the market. Just have a little look at what they're offering here in Canada, what you can get for your money, and just some of the stuff. And then I'll compare that to kind of what you can get down in the US, just in one area there. So you can really see what they're offering here in Canada. Um, so if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I make videos about real estate, finance, ways to better your life, that kind of stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy the content. With that being said, let's get into it. So if you see what they're offering here in Canada, basically what's been happening is real estate prices continue to climb. They are printing insane amounts of money. They give it out for free now. Basically, employers can't even find employees at the moment. No one wants to work because you can just sit back and get a little over $2,000 a month from the government. These benefits that they're giving out for free are kind of a desperate attempt by the government to prop up the economy and keep the big Ponzi scheme going. So this is how they're doing it. They pump in tons of free money that they just print out of thin air, and in an attempt to stimulate the economy, to continue to prop up asset prices and whatnot. And the other thing they do is they flood the market with foreign investment. So what's happening in Vancouver, one of the hottest markets in Canada, is that the majority of the homes that are being bought by mainland China, and these are often bought by numbered corporations that do not have to disclose who the beneficiary is of the corporation. So often that it's very easy for dirty money or laundered money to buy and park their capital in Canadian real estate in this manner. And so I'll just show you. I'll just flip the camera over here, and if you see here, basically, if we look at Mortimer, he's a great person to follow on Twitter. You can see here that one of his latest tweets. Has anybody checked here? So they told you 60% of homeowners, homes over 1.5 million sold in Vancouver's west side were sold to mainland China. Today, that number is 90% of homes over $2 million are sold to mainland China. So the bulk, 90% of the homes being sold in west side of Vancouver are going to mainland China, and a ton of them are going to numbered corporations. He touches on that down further in his tweets. I don't know if I can find it right now. And the other funny thing is all these people are avoiding the taxes. They're saying that they're basically homeowner occupied, which allows them to avoid the speculation tax. But then you can see they're on Airbnb renting it out and that kind of stuff. So it's total BS, and the governments just allow this to happen. Here's one, owner occupied, and you can see, of course, the closets are all empty, and obviously no one's living there. It's quite obvious, that kind of stuff. So, again, here's one being sold $17 million. It's owner occupied, and now they're trying to rent it out for $45,000 a month. So this is what is going on in Vancouver. Here's another owner occupied one. You can see, I'm sure that's how they have their closet, right? Just totally staged, as you can see. So this kind of stuff is what's going on. Here's one, look at this. So this is what basically $1.8 million gets you in Vancouver. Needs a little work, it says, but great possibilities, and just total dive. You can see if we click on the picture here. So just in total disrepair. This is what Canada is offering if you want to live in one of the major cities here. So you need just a cool $1.8 million. And if we look here, here's another one that I pulled up. So another $1.8 million in Canada. The lot size is 0.09 of an acre, so just a tiny lot. If we pull up the image here, you can just see just totally smashed in there. Neighbor on both sides. It's on a busy street, just a hideous looking house, no character, and it's 1.8 million. And the taxes alone on this one are just under $6,000 a year, which equates to about $500 a month. So even if you had the capital and you could buy this outright for 1.8 million, you'd still be on the hook for $500 a month. And this is kind of what entry level in Vancouver is looking like. So, this is what they're offering the newer generations here in Canada. And if we look at this one up here, this is just kind of showing you Canada's unemployment rate. So as of 2013, it was kind of falling, and then you can see the pandemic hit and we shot all the way up to 14% unemployment, but that does not seem to slow down real estate costs as I think they've doubled again in the last year. It's just going insane, but it just does not line up with the rest of the economy and what's going on. So we have, record high in unemployment. It's come back down a bit, but they're factoring in, jobs that are part-time jobs and stuff. So a lot of the full-time jobs went to part-time, and that's helping bring this number back down. But it doesn't change the fact that Canada's economy is in big trouble. There's tons of businesses that are going bankrupt with all of the measures that have been put in place and these restrictions that the governments are forcing upon small businesses. So a lot of companies are just choosing to fold, and yet prices continue to climb. And basically what is causing that is the fact that they're allowing all of this foreign money to come in from China, and basically numbered corporations are allowed to buy real estate and not disclose who the owner is. So it's a great way for criminals to launder their money, and they just park it in real estate, and then they might sell at a profit later on or whatever. But this is kind of what's going on. And then I was just curious, because it starts to become normalized here in Canada. You start to think, oh, this is normal. This is worth it. Vancouver's a beautiful place to live. So, maybe these prices are justified. And there's a lot of pressure to buy into the market here. Everyone seems to think it'll only continue to go higher and that. But, if you really start to look at comparables and branch out a bit, I started to look down in the US to see, is this happening everywhere? Is this really what these homes are valued at? And as you can see here, I just pulled up some places in Texas, because Texas is one of the places that is kind of opposed to a lot of the tyranny that's going on. They're very progressive, and a lot of people seem to be moving there. So this one's just a couple hours outside of Austin, which is a very happening city, and it's only 1 hour outside of Dallas, which is a major city. And so right outside of a major city, you can see here, this one is 1 acre, and it's $179,000. So this is what you're getting in the US. This is just one of the states that I looked at. So as you can see here, this is for $179,000. That would be the tax you would pay on that entry-level home in Vancouver with neighbors all around you. This is 1 acre. You don't have any immediate neighbors. And as you can see, just older Victorian classic style home. I think it's 5 bedrooms. Just you get quite a bit more for your money, and it's unreal. And if you go back to the map, let's just see if I can pull this up here. If you go back to the map, so this is listings that are anything over 1 acre that has a detached home, and this is just Texas. So as you can see here, we have 765 listings where you can get a detached home with over 1 acre of land for under $250,000. So as you can see here, up to 250K, and you have just under 800 options. So if we come back to Canada and we're looking at the map here, so this is basically in Vancouver. You have under $1.8 million detached home. This is with no land. There's no way you're going to get acreage in Vancouver. But as you can see, there's very few options. And if we did kind of set the filter to that, if we said, land size and we went over 1 acre search, so that's, as you can see, 4 right in the city. But even if we zoom out and we look at an hour outside of a major city in Canada, basically 2 options in Hope, or 3, 9 in Chilliwack, 16 way out of the way up by a lake here. And that's really your only options. And this also includes just bare land. So this doesn't even mean it comes with a house. If we add that we want a house, oh no, sorry, I did have that with a house. So this is basically your options with a house over an acre in Canada. There's about 20 options here. And so you can just see that there's really no option, very few options. Prices have just gone absolutely bonkers here, and the Canadian economy continues to be very rocky and uncertain, and this is what you're offered here in the States. I don't know if I can search all. Oh, it's only showing Texas still. So anyways, this, and if you went and you checked out, Florida is another place that many people are moving to. Oops. So in Florida, we have, well, it looks like at least 500 listings, but it looks like even more. So as you can see, just so many options, and that's under $250,000. So this is kind of what's going on. And when you look around a bit, you start to realize that we're being totally, they're not offering much here in Canada. So the taxes are crazy high. The buy-in is insane. There's very few jobs. There's very little opportunity. The currency continues to plummet and hold very little value, as you can see in the rise of cost of homes. And they continue to put out news articles about the cost of living going up and stuff like that. So anyways, that's just a kind of a brief overview. And I just wanted to show you guys that, show kind of what we're up against and show some comparables down in the US, just to kind of bring us back down to earth here and help people realize really what they're offering here compared to other places. So personally, at the moment, we continue to search for the right property, but it's very discouraging. Everything we look at is just complete junk, complete teardowns for the most part, full of mold, walls rotting away, all of that. And it's all, around $750,000 and up for anything that's even worthwhile, that has any kind of land at all. And they're just, like I said, the homes are complete dives. So for the time, we're probably going to choose to just sit on the sidelines and park our money somewhere else and just see how this all plays out, because it seems like a bubble to me. It's either a bubble or we're entering complete hyperinflation, where the home values will just continue to skyrocket as the currency gets printed into the ground. So that's my opinion. That's what we're looking at here, and that just kind of shows you a bit about what's going on in markets. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.